We can edit that out. We can edit that out. We can edit that out.
Should we count into the we're back?
Sure.
Should we like 1, 2, 3,
And we're back. Wait. Was
that good?
Was that us doing it, or
Yeah,
was
that was us doing it.
Oh, I thought you were just talking. Is this how we should do it?
But we did it. It sounded good. We nailed it. We were on time.
You kind of nailed it. I didn't really.
You were right on time with me. I don't know how you could get any more on time than that.
All right.
So today I'm drinking wine, so I won't be gulping from a beer bottle as much as I did in season 1. We learned stuff from season 1, re-listening to it.
What did you learn?
Well, I mean, first I wanted to tell people, a lot of people might not know this, a lot of people might not care. They're going to listen anyway. We recorded all of those episodes before we ever released even the first one. So every weird, glitchy, strange thing that's like they didn't learn by now not to do that, we couldn't really fix because we'd already recorded it, you know? And after listening to 10 episodes, I realized I interrupt you like constantly. It's really bad, you know? And there was no... And
Well, I mean, it reminds me of this time that, you know, we were recording the podcast and I would be talking.
Yeah.
And then you would just jump in and talk over me.
Yeah, and I think
because it just kept happening over and over
and
over.
I learned my lesson. But I also noticed that I did this like thing all the time, like yeah, okay, yeah, okay, like constantly. It's like just shut up and let some Rob voice just dominate for a while. You know what I mean? I mean, I really annoy myself in general anyway, but listening to the podcast really reaffirmed that. How about you? Did you learn anything after listening to all 10 that might change what season 2 ends up being like?
Well, I mean, I was editing the whole thing, so I learned a lot just about flow and, you know, trying to zap out weird sounds and gulps and affirmations and and stuff. So I think I learned a lot on a production level, podcast-wise. I also learned a lot about myself.
What'd you learn about yourself?
You
like to dress in women's clothes?
Well, all right.
Oh, you haven't learned that yet. Okay. Give it time.
Still working on
Give it time. Sorry, I interrupted you again. God damn it. Okay. There should be like a red light button that you hit. Every time I interrupt you, you hit this button and a red light comes on and I go, oh fuck, I did it again. What do you call it? Aversive therapy. Aversive therapy? I like that.
Is that a thing?
No, I don't know. We're gonna go with it.
Okay, sounds good.
Like people try to quit smoking and they put a rubber band around their wrist and they snap it every time they want a cigarette, you know?
Oh, is that what that's for? I thought that was just like a weird kink thing.
No, it's to be like aversive therapy. I could Google the exact terminology for that. We'll get back to it next time.
When was the last time we recorded an episode? It must have been...
Fuck, that was like last winter.
Yeah, it was like right before probably the final lockdown was lifted. Yeah. I'm guessing it was probably like May or something.
May, like a year ago, May?
Sure.
Wow. Yeah, because I don't remember when we first started putting them out on the streaming thingy.
The internet?
Yeah, maybe somebody else could tell us like when we released our first episode, you know. Somebody who researches stuff like that. What do you call podcast aficionados? You know,
I think you call them podcast aficionados.
Well, you know, there's like record geeks, and there's like baseball card nerds and francophiles. And, what do you call them? Podcastophiles?
Maybe audiophiles.
Audio.
I mean, we were at a festival with a bunch of them.
Yeah, right. And I got really drunk, and that episode will never see the light of day because I was basically blacked out at 2:00 in the afternoon. Didn't go well. But we learned something from that.
What did we learn?
We learned don't start drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning when you have a podcast to do it too.
Luckily, we were slotted so early in the day that there was literally no
noticed.
one except for our girlfriends watching us.
Yeah, exactly.
And
they already think we're idiots, so that's
yeah.
all right.
That's okay.
You know, like just reaffirm their idea of that, you know. So we've had a long break. What'd you do during the break? Now that we're back on season 2.
Well, I mean, I was hanging out with you most of the time.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I traveled a bunch.
Where'd you go?
Went to Seattle and Denver, Venice, Slovenia. We went to Portugal. We went to...
Yeah, me and you went to Portugal. That's right.
Yeah, we went to Portugal. We
That
went
was real
to...
fun.
Also went to Barcelona for like a weekend. I just got back from Finland with Totenwald.
Oh, right. Still really long days there.
Yeah, I mean, it was light until 9 or something like that. It
Yeah,
was-
that's really weird there, man. When you're coming out of the bar and it's still daylight, it tricks you because you think it's like morning. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I'm fucked up. I was in that bar all night. And then you look at the clock like, oh no, it's only midnight. What the fuck?
You know, that's weird because that happens to me in Berlin a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you did do it, you know. Drinking hours in Berlin are 24/7, Monday through Sunday. So during the break, my mom died. I went crazy, and then I came back out of it, and I also turned 50. So a lot of stuff happened to me during the break, you know. That's why, to let our viewers know, that's why it took us a while to get back to season 2, because I just wasn't very funny for a while. But now I think I'm funny again. Now I'm on the other side, you know, doing good again. Running a lot, you know, eating good, drinking wine, you know. So Rob's not going to have to edit out all my beer bottle gulps. I'm drinking wine out of a glass because during my depression episode, I got a little bit chubby. So
You did not get
I got a little bit. Well, I got a little bit. I got a little bit wide around the middle. You know, I wasn't chubby, but you know, the 6-pack turned into a 12-pack for a minute. You know, gotta knock that back down. I like to be in really good shape for a old fucking man. You know.
How's running going? How far do you run, by the way?
Well, it depends, you know. I mean, during the lockdown, I was doing a half a marathon, which is what, 22 kilometers, something like that, like twice a week. But then, you know, I had to work again, and who has time to run like that when you have to make money? So, lately, I've been getting back into it. My normal run is 7 kilometers. For a fast run, and then I do, you know, anywhere from 10 to 15 kilometers for a long run. And so I do fast run once a week and then a long run once a week, you know, so just run twice a week. I try to squeeze in it 3 times, but, you know, we're busy guys. What? We got podcasting to do, you know? We got to write these scripts from start to finish so that they're perfect.
So how fast are you running a kilometer?
I average about a 5.5 minute kilometer.
Jesus. What are you running from?
Life and all of its demons. But you run too.
I do, but I'm not as disciplined. But I run more often.
Okay.
I think I run about 4 times a week.
Okay.
But I'm definitely not as fast or efficient as you are.
Okay. Whoa. How far are you running?
I'm running about 8.5 kilometers.
Oh shit! 4 times a week.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
So
I thought you would have pulled ahead of me by now.
during the lockdown, I was going just about every day, if not every day.
Yeah.
Because the running was the one thing that was really keeping me sane during that whole time.
And you still have a gut. You should see the look on his face right now.
It's good that this is a podcast.
Right? It's good there are no knives on the table. Come on, we got to pull some comedy in there. It can't be just the running episode.
I'm going to throw you down a flight of stairs.
Hey, I admitted I got a little bit chubby during my break, you know? Come on. It's all right. I think you just have to run even more.
Yeah, I might have to double up.
Well, the problem is the problem I see is Rob has this girlfriend who is the size of a toothpick, and she eats twice as much as he does. So if he's to even keep up at all, he's gonna put on a little bit of weight.
That's true.
She's got the metabolism of like a hummingbird or something. I don't understand. So. It's something to watch out for.
Yeah.
Something to watch out for. We can do an episode about that. Keeping
Fitness.
up with your girlfriend's eating habits. What do you do if she's vegan and you're not, or you are and she isn't?
That'd be interesting.
She has a high metabolism, you don't. Or that could be boring as fuck. Who needs relationship advice from us? But some people do need advice from us. We got viewer mail.
We did get viewer mail.
Yeah, we did. Maybe we should take like a quick break, smoke a cigarette, and then we're gonna answer some motherfucking mail.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
All right, cool. Maybe we can play like a commercial pause thing. Do we have commercials yet?
No one wants to sponsor us.
Okay. Oh, my boss at the shop I work for said he would sponsor us. He said if I mentioned the name Outark Tattoo in Berlin, he wouldn't fire me.
I don't think that's the same thing as a sponsorship.
Oh, well, I mean, I in one way it is.
It's more like emotional blackmail.
I can continue to make money, so that's kind of a financial incentive.
Yeah, I mean, or you could be being human trafficked. Is that possible?
Could be, but I'm okay with that.
No.
I
mean, is it human trafficking if it's voluntary?
Can you really humanly traffic a 50-year-old man?
Stay tuned and we'll find out.
Right? We got a good discount. I'm in the discount bin. Okay, hang on. We'll be right back.
Like Crazy Larry's
Crazy
warehouse
Larry.
liquidation sale.
we got a whole shelf full of 50-year-old men.
They run fast.
All right, hang on. So we usually do and we're back when we come back from a smoke break, but we did that at the beginning.
We did what at the beginning?
Well, we did that and we're back at the very beginning. So usually we do that when we come back from a cigarette. So I think we should do it like and we're done smoking. But I did it by myself, so that's fine. Rob is currently pulling up our viewer mail. That's why he's not joining me with the group call outs.
Let's address something really quick. You keep calling it viewer mail.
Right.
This is a podcast.
Right.
And we don't have viewers. We have
Right.
listeners.
Right.
Why do you keep referring to this as viewer mail?
Because I grew up watching David Letterman, and he would do segments where he would do viewer mail. And it just stuck in my, sometimes the things you had early in life, they just stick with you so much that you can't escape it, So all mail to a publicized forum is going to be viewer mail to me. Yeah, sorry.
Fair enough.
All right, so we're just gonna call it viewer mail. Is that all right?
We'll call it viewer mail.
Is that all right with our viewers? Let us know what you think.
Okay, so once again, we have been taunting our listening group of 15 people that regularly listen to our podcast.
All our viewers.
But we've been asking you guys to send us your questions, and maybe some of you have been frustrated because you've been sending questions into the ether thinking that we were going to address it on like an episode in the first season. But as we mentioned before, we recorded all of these episodes in the first season all at once and started leaking them out as we were editing them. So we're going to address them all right now.
Right.
And also to encourage you to continue to send us questions because we really do want to answer them. And actually, now that we've kind of figured out what we're doing, maybe if you ask us a question, it'll be answered maybe in the same year.
My voice isn't as raspy as it was last season.
That's
I
true.
wonder what happened.
I mean, maybe it's the wine.
Could be the wine. So anyway.
Okay, so we're going to go
off
back.
topic.
We're going to go back in time
Back in time.
to the first question.
1984.
Well, August of last year, actually. The first question came
What do you think the first question was?
the first question?
Ever.
How do you put out this fire?
Nailed it.
That's-
all right.
That's just my guess.
We got the definitive answer to that. I'm good with that. Okay, now we're rolling with
so first
viewer
question,
mail.
question comes from
Letter number 1. See, Dave would always do that. Letter number 1.
the first question comes from actually a dear friend of ours, Gregory Plath. Okay, so the question is, hello, Mac and Bob.
I think I would be Mac in that regard, and you would be Bob, right?
Possibly.
Okay. Cool.
I have a question for you two and was hoping to get your expert advice. I drive a 2009 Toyota RAV4 with 75K on the odometer, and sometimes after driving in high dust areas, the timing belt will squeak for a while, but it appears to subside if I alternately scream at the top of my lungs and hold my breath. Do you think it could be a degenerate nesting in the engine? Looking forward to hearing back. Thanks.
Yes, it is a degenerate nesting in your engine.
Most likely.
Most likely. What's a degenerate?
I think it's a rat that has degenerated to a point where its name changes.
You think it's still a rodent then, or is it like a because a human is usually considered a degenerate? You usually wouldn't call a rodent a degenerate. That rodent, he sure has gone downhill lately.
That's something to think about.
He's smoking all them cigars, eating all that pizza on New York subways. Hey, really degenerated into something really beyond rodent.
Is that like the pizza rat that got famous on the internet?
I was going to Pizza Rat,
Okay.
Pulling up popular culture. I know we don't do that too much, but sometimes we're victims of our own popular culture. So there you go. So what's the good answer to that? I'm changing my answer. I don't think it's a degenerate in his timing belt. I think it's a old car.
Could be. I mean, it is a 2009 RAV4.
Yeah, 2009.
So,
What are you going to do with that?
but also, if you're driving in high dust areas in Portland, you might just be in the bathroom of the Star Bar.
Right. We're talking about a different kind of dust, bro.
Good point.
I think also he needs to think more about his breathing. Because if he's screaming at the top of his lungs and then holding his breath, I don't think he's like really doing constructive breathing. And he is, as we noted, he's a physical therapist, and he's obviously not concentrating on his breathing.
It's true.
I think that's very important in your physical therapy. So, Greg, take note. Breathe better.
Okay. So the next question actually is a 3-part question, also from Greg.
Okay.
And maybe Greg was also hoping that we would address this question sooner in the episodes, but this is why we
Is it timely? Is it a timely?
Kind of, not really.
Okay.
Okay, so hello, Rob and Jack.
Oh, you got our names right that time.
Number 1.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, this is a 3-part question. So number 1.
Okay.
When are we going to see, we can edit that out, merchandise, windbreakers, mouse pads, diaries, etc.?
We have stickers.
We do have stickers.
Hey, anybody sends us a snail mail, we can send them back a bunch of stickers if they want.
That's true.
Windbreakers? Nah, I'm not gonna bother printing up a windbreaker.
Windbreaker seems a bit extreme. Diary, also a bit extreme, but maybe down the road, if you like our theme song, there might be something for you in the future.
Oh, we were thinking about finishing the song and putting it out as a 7-inch. weren't we?
Don't tell them
Oh,
that.
okay, shit. Anyway. So if you really like the idea of having we can edit that out windbreaker, you can write us a snail mail. We'll send you some stickers. They're really good stickers. You can stick them on a windbreaker, bro.
Or you can make a windbreaker out of stickers.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's actually more sustainable.
How would you do that? Would you do sticky side to sticky side so that it doesn't stick to your clothes, or would you do the sticky side out, or would you do sticky side in? What do you got? I like the 2-ply idea, sticky side to sticky side, and then you build off of that. Maybe you can make like a pattern. You could probably Google a pattern of a windbreaker and then slowly build it up with sticky side to sticky side stickers.
That's actually a pretty solid idea.
I'm into it. I would like Greg to do that.
Yeah.
Greg, send us a snail mail. We're gonna send you. Yeah, you can just guesstimate how many stickers you would possibly need to make a windbreaker, and I will send you that many. I swear, on my word, you will get that many stickers in the mail. Call it 1,000. They're yours, bro. Love you, babe.
All right. The second part, which actually is, instead of number 2, it's the letter B. So we went from number 1 to B.
Okay.
I was wondering if the rumors were true about We Can Edit That Out making its way to a streaming platform with Dave Navarro and Bruce Dickinson playing you guys. I will preface this by saying our podcast is already on a streaming platform, and that's how you're listening to it right now.
Right.
But
Do you mean like Netflix is gonna pick us up or something?
I think so. Maybe like a live action, filmed version of our podcast, which is basically just us hanging out, getting drunk, and cornering each other in bars, and annoying our friends. Is that what it is?
So it would be like Netflix or what's the other one? Amazon Prime presents. We can edit that out. The movie or the TV series or some shit played by Dave Navarro and Bruce Dickinson. I think you'd be Dave Navarro. I'd be Bruce Dickinson in that regard, because you're the better looking one.
Yeah, but you've got
and I got the better voice.
You got the better voice.
So there you go. There you go.
All right.
Bing, bing. I think that's where he was going.
Okay. Number
So
3.
wait, did we answer that? Did
Sure.
we answer that?
I think so.
Did we answer that? He heard rumors?
I guess you heard rumors.
He's wrong.
Yeah, the rumors are false.
Yeah, false rumors. So but we have to actually answer it to a conclusion, before we move on. We can't just like riff and then go.
Sure. So the rumors are false.
Rumors are false.
There's no streaming platform. Maybe there will be a live episode down the road.
There's been no buzz in Hollywood about any of that project,
Nothing has been green lighted, that is for sure.
Who's the one blonde comedian that smoked all the time? He was in Rescue Me.
Oh, Dennis Leary.
Yeah, Dennis Leary. I think Dennis Leary would play me in a streaming platform.
I was thinking Abe Vigoda.
He's dead though.
And?
Well, all right. You're saying I'm dead? I'm dead to you? So
Maybe this is like The Sixth Sense.
yeah, it could be.
I've never seen it, but
I podcast with dead people. So who would play you in a streaming platform series about the podcast? Okay, we're gonna have to get back to Rob on that. Maybe this is the cliffhanger of episode 1. You won't know unless you keep listening. So anyway, we got letter number 3.
Okay, so the third question from Greg, which actually isn't a question, and it's the Roman numeral 3, and we got to talk about Greg's indexing system as well. He says, FYI, rhubarb is the bastard child of celery and beets! Exclamation point.
Is it though?
I don't think so. Rhubarb is sort of like celery shaped.
Okay.
And it's got a red color to it. But to me, rhubarb really isn't connected to either of those two so well.
Was rhubarb genetically engineered out of anything else, or is rhubarb just a natural vegetable that grows in the wild?
I think rhubarb was a natural vegetable, but it's so sweet that is rhubarb considered a fruit? I mean, Germans are crazy about rhubarb, and oh my God, rhubarber. It's everywhere. They put it, they make crumbles out of it. There's sodas. There's,
I guess I never noticed that.
There's rhubarb.
I noticed the asparagus everywhere in Germany. What was the question? What was the actual question?
That wasn't a question. It was just FYI. Rhubarb is the bastard child
So
of
that was
society.
just a statement, and then we talk about his statement, and I say, it's not the bastard child of anything, because I think it grows naturally and was not genetically engineered. Sometimes you get there's some fruits that like quince or something like that,
Oh, don't get me started on quince.
when you cross a orange with a peach or something like that, or plum, or
They make paste out of it. That's what I know.
quince paste.
Yeah, quince paste is the thing. It's actually really popular in Spain and the Mediterranean as well.
Okay. What's the fruit crossbreed that I'm thinking of then? Is it like
Tangelo?
Tangelo? Maybe it's a Tangelo.
Was that really what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Not bad.
No, not really. I'm just putting them on to get to the next mail.
I can hear you.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I think we walked that one out of the park.
yeah.
We didn't knock it out of the park. We walked it out of the park. All right.
All right. Well, thank you for your questions and statements, Greg.
Yeah. Thanks, Greg.
Let us know how the issue with the timing belt and the degenerate.
Yeah,
worked
for
out.
real. Let us know if you find that degenerate.
Next question comes from another old friend of ours, and this is from a gentleman named Colin McKenzie. And you might remember Colin from such bands as Blackout and Frustration. We got the messages, "Hey, it's Colin. I listened to your podcast, a thing I don't do." Well, thank you for listening to ours. You
Thank
guys
you.
talked about listener questions. It's actually viewer mail. You should talk about your families and tie it into the outsider inside theme. Love you. Hope you are well and receive this correspondence.
If an outsider is inside, then are they still an outsider?
Well, I think this is a question that us as general outsiders of society have been asking for a long time.
Yeah. Where do you go with that?
I'm not sure. This might open itself up to a much larger question, even an episode, because I feel like this is something I've been personally dealing with for most of my cognizant life, about, not really feeling you belong in your surroundings, but you're a part of your surroundings and you influence the environment that you're in. So you are technically a part of it, but you feel outside of it. I think that's what he's getting to. And Colin, you can, if you're still listening, you can correct us if we're wrong.
Okay. I think that's a very big scope of an idea for a whole entire episode. We can talk about Rob growing up in Boulder, Colorado as a half Asian kid, and me being the son of two refugees of World War II. I think Rob definitely had the more difficult experience, but I can still relate to it and listen to him and go, yeah, okay, like I always do, right? Hey, that might be an episode though. But stay tuned.
Okay,
We'll see.
we'll shelve that.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Can you do a cliffhanger in the first episode of the second season?
It's
weird.
Their cliffhangers are normally at the end.
Yeah, I know.
Except in the movie Cliffhanger,
Yeah,
which starred Sylvester Stallone, and I think he was like
that's right.
climbing on stuff, and hanging off the sides of cliffs. I think he was like rescuing people or something.
I think there was like a money robbery thing. John Lithgow stole a bunch of money and was riding around in a helicopter. And Sylvester Stallone had to hang off of cliffs to stop him.
It's a weird premise for a movie.
Right. Imagine the pitch of that in Hollywood. Yeah. So I got this idea.
Sylvester Stallone's hanging on the side of a cliff.
John Lithgow's flying around in a helicopter. Money's flying out the window of the helicopter, being beaten around by the propellers. It's all over the place. People are going crazy. Could be good. Could be good episode. Okay. Colin should stay tuned because I really like that idea. I think that will be definitely something we will address in the future. So stay tuned on that cliffhanger. Sly. I call him Sly because, we're like not friends at all. I mean, me and Colin are friends, not me and Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. I should walk right out of that one. What's next? Letter.
You walked that one right out of the park.
Letter number 4.
Okay, so our final viewer mail comes from a dear friend as well. This is Katrin, also known on the internet as Kat Mounds. She's a very accomplished fashion designer, makes swimwear and underwear.
Oh, do tell.
And so her question is, finally listen to the podcast, in parentheses, while making underwear. So, why have I not been contacted yet to solve this underwear problem?
How do you talk to your friend about your underwear problem? Wouldn't it be just easier to buy 10 different brands of underwear than to come up to a girl you're friends with and say, so, here's what's going on with my junk down there, help me fix that. Can I show you something?
True.
You can't do that. It is true. You just can't do that, I think maybe she can get the gist of what's going on, and maybe it's like, hey, Kat, out of all your general assumptions about what might be going on with a dude's underwear, fix that. And I'll tell you when you win. I think you got to leave it as an open-ended question. I would not be a very good focus group for underwear. So, like, I don't want to talk about it, but fix it.
But fix it. Well, someday, Kat, maybe we have you on as an underwear consultant if we revisit this underwear issue.
Right.
Because it's still a conundrum. I think Jack is maybe closer to his underwear quest than he was when we started the podcast, but...
I gotta say, not to do product placement, but I like Calvin Klein, keeps everything in there. It's good. Sucks, but yeah, that's been the definitive answer lately. What are you gonna do?
For those of you who aren't familiar, Calvin Klein was a character in Back to the Future.
What? When?
When Marty McFly goes back in time, and he is discovered by who is actually his mom, Lorraine. She identifies him because his underwear says Calvin Klein on it. And in the 50s, people used to sew their names into their underwear to identify themselves with. So in the timeline in the 50s of Back to the Future, they referred to him as Calvin.
Right. That's right. Okay. Man, we're going way back to the future.
And later, he started making underwear, and that's what Jack is talking about.
Okay, let's get back to the future, though. Or back to the present. What? We're back to the present. Back to the present with Michael J. Fox and John Lithgow. No, it wasn't John Lithgow. What was that guy's name? Mad Scientist.
Emmett Brown.
No.
That was his character's name, Emmett Brown.
But what was the actor?
Christopher Lloyd.
That's it. Anyway, okay, we're digressing really far. I think Kat's question kind of segues into the cliffhanger from last season where I said, stay tuned, I will explain what was happening with my underwear. I was on the train and my left testicle was hanging out my left leg hole. When you get older, they start hanging further and they start working their way out, and it's just kind of a drag. And if you're on the train, you kind of want to pull it back in, but you can't do that on the train. So anybody who was wondering what the fuck was going on, there you go. There's the answer to the cliffhanger. So now we can move on to the next cliffhanger.
So your testicle is hanging off of a cliff?
No, I'm shutting down. I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's uncomfortable. So let's move on. Next episode. Now we've addressed everything that we talked about in the season finale. We talked about what we learned. We talked about what we did during the break. We did the viewer mail that we promised 1,000 times we do, and I gave you the answer, the underwear answer that everybody was hoping for, but probably now it's probably like an anticlimax. You know what I mean? When you address the cliffhanger and it's like, huh, that's it. Boring. So, oh shit, I just hit the mic, made a big sound, I bet. All right, maybe Rob can edit that out.
No one will know. Trust me.
No one will know. Okay.
I'm going to leave the sound in there.
Yeah. Because if I talk about the sound, then it works right into it. So I think we should talk about what the next episode could possibly be. I mean, I like Colin's idea, but I also like the idea of talking about what the fuck we're going to do with this second season of this podcast. Because I don't want to just do the exact same thing over again, slightly differently. Or should we?
I mean, that's a good question. I think like sequels are always kind of a difficult thing because maybe people get really connected to the way something was as it originated, and then when you try to bring it back, there's this sort of need to shift things and make them, improve them, or make them more exciting, or or whatever. So I think we see this in music all the time with like bands putting out a second record, or movies making a sequel to something that was already like perfect to begin with. And how do you do that? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I would like to tackle in the next episode, because it will be the second episode of the second season.
Oh, so seconds.
We talk about seconds, and hopefully we can do it for more than just a couple seconds. See, couple seconds. That's 2 seconds. That was the interesting thing I was thinking about on the bus today with seconds. It's like, one, it's a measure of quantity, and two, it's a measure of time. So you're getting all like Einstein shit in there, Anyway, I hope this episode was as interesting for you as it was for me. I enjoyed hearing the viewer mail, and it's fun to get back into it.
Yeah, and just I don't know. I don't got anything.
You looked like you had something. You were doing like hand motions, like I really got this hand thing I'm gonna put words to, and then you didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
I guess what I was trying to say was that now that we kind of know how to make a podcast, that
it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get totally worse.
Once the Ramones learned how to play their instruments, or was it better?
Did the Ramones learn how to play their instruments?
I would say that down the road, it got consecutively better technically song written than the first album. But maybe people would disagree. Send us your mail. We'd like to do this viewer mail stuff like more regularly. So send us what you got. And we'll see you next episode in a couple seconds.
The second episode.
Or maybe it'll be like a second week of the month or second month of the year. You won't know until you find out.
Yeah, there'll be a 2 involved.
There'll be a 2. The 2 of us. Hey, Robin Jack, coming at you.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, cheers. Bye.
Bye.
We can edit that out! We can edit that out! We can edit that out!
Hey, if you like us and you're interested in what we're doing and you want to follow stuff that we do and you want to do that, in doing so, you can do this. You can do an email with viewer mail to
WCETOpodcast@gmail.com.
Wrong. That was completely wrong. No, just kidding. You got it right. I just wanted to,
God damn it.
I just wanted to be the naysayer of the group. Not that this is a group. 2 people is not really a group, is it?
It's a duo, a dynamic duo.
Okay. I'm Batman. Hey, come on. Robbing your mom's clothes off. What? Anyway, sorry. I'm getting back to it.
Wait, did you say me and my mom's
No.
clothes?
The
clothes are off?
No. And also follow us on Facebook. What are we on Facebook, Rob? I can't remember.
It's We Can Edit That Out.
Oh, that's it. Crazy. What a interesting and unique title. And
Super good, super original. That's why we're here.
But also, please follow us on Instagram because we need the money. I don't know how we'd make money off of Instagram, but it doesn't matter.
Some people do.
Just it's just something to say. And what's our title at Instagram?
It is We Can Edit That Out _podcast.
Yeah, and you don't actually write out underscore. You just put the symbol for underscore.
Yeah, if you underscored it, then that would be, you'd be undermining your whole purpose there, and that'd be weird. Not your porpoise, not like the animal.
Purpose.
Is a porpoise is a porpoise a mammal?
General purpose. I believe it is an manimal. an animal.
Manimal was a good show.
1 season. That's a pity.
Did Manimal only have 1 season?
Yeah, well, we can talk about that in the next episode when we go into seconds. Like shows that should have had a second season. Like Manimal and Cop Rock.
Oh, Cop Rock. That's good. Okay, one more, and we're done.
One more. Okay. You want to lead it?
Sure.
Okay.
If you like what you hear, you can follow us on Instagram at
what?
Well, I mean, this is the part where you say our.
Oh,
Instagram.
okay. We can edit that out _podcast.
Also, we are on the Facebook. If you're into your weird aunt posting conspiracy theories, we're also on there, but we don't post conspiracy theories. We mainly just post pictures of us drunk.
That could be a conspiracy, though.
Yeah.
Right?
That's possible.
Maybe we're deep state, and we're eating babies while we're taking pictures of us as punks back in the 90s.
That's a weird conspiracy, but I'm on board.
That made no sense. Anyway, on Facebook we are.
We can. Hey,
I thought that was me.
No, that's my.
No, that's me. You were leading this.
Okay,
one.
yeah, that's right. It's your turn.
We can edit that out on Facebook. Not on the, you don't write in on the Facebook part. You just write, we can edit that out. And then maybe we can edit this part out.
For any underwear or non-related, non-underwear, sorry.
What? Why are you sorry?
For any
It's perfect.
For any underwear or non-underwear related topics or questions, please email us at
WCETOPODCAST at with a circle around it. GMAIL period COM. Or should I just say it?
maybe if you say it, it'll be easier for people to remember.
WCETO podcast at gmail.com. I don't know, cause the WCTO, you say the letters, but you really can't say Wakito. I guess that's how you'd pronounce.
Yeah, Wakito is like a very weird fringe diet that some people are on, and it's basically where
Sounded Hawaiian to me.
It's where you don't eat anything. You just listen to our podcast until you lose weight.
Right. I did that. That's why I'm not chubby anymore.
He's a little chubby.
No, but yeah, okay. Just love handles though. That's not that bad.
Also, you can listen to us wherever you find your podcasts, on the Spotify or the iTunes or the Stitcher, anywhere you really listen to your podcasts or get your stories, you can find us. And if there's a place where you do listen to your stories and you can't find us, write us and let us know, because we probably don't know about it.
Yeah, let us know.
Because we're old and we're kind of dumb.
Yeah, this is important shit. We need to be up at times with the kids.
Yeah, with the fax machines and the Bachman Turner overdrive.
See, here's the thing. What we were into was never that cool. So we will still always be cooler than everyone else.
I like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm going to close with that.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's a good closer. All right. Bye. Send us money.
And drugs.